Welcome to the YSN Golf Tip of the Week. This one is a little bit different, and it's one that we get requested a lot. Number one, what's in the bag and how do you set up your golf bag when you go out to play, before you go out to play for that amateur golfer. As you can see, I've got a number of clubs in the bag. I carry a driver, a 3-wood, a hybrid, and my irons are 4 through pitching wedge. I carry one gap wedge at 50 degrees, a 56 for my chipping shots and pitching shots, and then a 60 in case I get into trouble or into some high grass or a bunker that I need to get the golf ball up in the air high. I also carry an Odyssey putter, an 11 tour lined, and it helps me ensure that I get the golf ball into the hole every single time. Inside the golf bag, I carry about a dozen golf balls. I carry a bag of tees, ball markers, and most importantly, divot fixers. Because every time that we get out to the golf course, when we make those ball marks on the greens, we have to have the ability to make those putting surfaces nice and smooth. So I ensure that I always have one of those in the bag as well. And I also carry 2 towels, one that I carry on the outside and one that I carry on the inside of the bag, along with a rain hood, just in case we experience in some conditions that are not favorable to golf and have to play in the rain from time to time, to hood the clubs to make sure that they're dry. And that's one of the reasons why that second towel is in there as well. In case we do catch some rain, we want to make sure that we have a dry towel to dry those grips off and make sure that we have the best grip possible. 90% of the time, I don't have an umbrella on my bag. You should. I try not to play in the rain as much as possible. When I go to tournaments, I will add the umbrella to the bag, but I just don't carry it as much as I probably should. Other than that, I really try to adapt the set and get fitted for every gap and every experience that I'm going to see on the golf course. So for me, it's a 3-wood with 13 degrees. It's a hybrid with 16 degrees. And it's your standard irons from 3-iron through pitching wedge. A little bit wider soles. They're built for me to hit the ball high and land the ball softly. And I also have 3 wedges in there with various bounces and various grinds. And the grind is how the sole is developed on the back of the club. See how you have a sole kind of here and here? This is a dual sole to allow me to open it up and hit it higher if I need to. My gap wedge is a little bit tighter, and I like it to hit more like a pitching wedge because I hit mostly full shots with this, and the occasional bump and run. And then my 56 is also very similar to the 60. And I also use wedges that are called full toe. So what this allows me to do is I can hit it and hit some creative shots, especially with the 60 that you would catch up here out of the high rough, and you're still going to be able to get that roll. Where a normal club is cut off in the toe here where there's no grooves. These give an added advantage in being able to get the golf ball up and down when it comes to shots that tend to ride high on the face, especially when you're coming out of the deep rough. The ball wants to work its way up on the face. So in that case, I have the benefit of using these grooves if the ball runs up the face to ensure that I have some spin on the golf ball to make sure it stops on the green. Other than that, positioning them in your bag, from front to back. So we'll start with the back first. Is your woods, your hybrids for the amateur golfer who's just getting out there. You want those in one spot. And then I go irons 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I go pitching wedge and gap wedge, sand wedge and lob wedge. And depending upon where the putter goes, sometimes it goes here, sometimes it goes in the back for easy access in and out of the golf bag, especially when it's on the cart. This bag I generally have on a cart when I'm using it. Normally I carry a carry bag with a stand, and it positions a little bit different than this one, but all your golf bags from back to front, you want to make sure that the woods are back here and they're easily accessible when they're on the golf cart. Other than that, making sure that you have enough tees and golf balls in the bag, and divot tools and ball marks as well. So the coins that you would mark a ball with on the green, it's always nice to have an extra couple of those in the bag as well. So I'm Brian Tolnar, and that's what's in my bag, and I hope this series helped you become a better golfer this year.